I thought they were getting close. We're fine though. Come on. We're good. Oh god, they're everywhere. Hello, friends and lovers. What's up? It's Haelian, and this is Talented. And this game, like, somehow snuck by me. I mean, most things don't, but it's $2 on Steam. That's what I paid for it, at least. And it's a tiny little roguelike pseudo tower defense, but it has an amazing spin on it, which is that at each run, your talent tree is totally randomized or procedurally generated, kind of, too. So the gameplay is actually kind of simple, but it has this nice incremental thing in between the rounds. But let's get started. Let's show you what it's all about. I did one run alone. I gotta say, I can't wait to play another one. It's actually been great so far. So we're gonna take out the vanilla. We're gonna take out the archer to begin with. We'll just try that out. And I'm gonna try to up the difficulty. The first run was actually quite easy, to be totally honest. But you can see there are a lot of difficulty levels, and there's actually quite a bit of things to unlock here. Some of which I do not have fully grasped, I guess you could say. But it starts off really simple. In fact, actually, the gameplay itself is probably rather simple, I would say, for the most part. So we are here. I'm going to use the arrow keys to defend ourselves, essentially. So we just fire an arrow, and the whole point is going to be to just not get bonked by the enemies, and then we're going to increase our hero's power in between the rounds, assuming we survive. Woo! Big eyeballs take 2 hits, little slimes take 1 hit. Beautiful. It definitely starts to get hectic at some points. I would love perhaps a speed up button for the game as like a first note about it. Let me tune down the sound a touch there, because I felt like the music was a touch loud. So we got 3 talent points to spend, and here's the piece de la resistance, but we can't really see much right now. So we get to level up 3 times, which basically just means fill in 3 parts of the grid here. So we already have an ability that we get to start with. It has a 15-second cooldown. Your next 5 attacks have 50% increased attack speed. I'm actually not sure what that 3 charge is. I don't totally understand what that means. I think it kind of stops you from spending too many abilities at once, potentially. Anyway, let's look at the grid. We can increase our knockback with this one. The knockback length of base attacks by 0.05 seconds. Interesting. We can increase the base damage by 1. This is range up by 0.1. This is health up. This is also range up. So it's a quirky little game. You kind of want to go in one direction here. I kind of want the range, but I also want the damage. This is attack speed. Attack speed is amazing, as you can imagine. So the grid will actually start to unveil itself the further into it we get. It'll actually keep going and keep generating more of itself too, is the best way I can describe it, I think. And here we actually have a rare slot that we can look at for the next night, hopefully, to grab. All right, and there we go. We're kind of just farming the combat phases so that we get to go play around in the grid, I guess you could say. But it's a great little spin on like a lot of small ideas that we see in other places, right? Let's go, let's go. So I actually got a whiff of this game. Oh my god. All right, let's go ahead and use our ability, because it was actually kind of close. It has such a long cooldown, I am kind of careful about it. I got a whiff of this game from Retromation's YouTube channel. If you don't know Retromation, another great roguelike YouTuber, long-term friend of mine. Go check out his channel if somehow you don't know it. I wouldn't know how. Chances are, if you're here, you know Retro's channel too, so. Okay, let's go. 4 talent points, and enemies go up every single night as well. There are 20 nights we have to survive. Longer nights, they are 5 seconds longer now. Okay, so we can get some range up. We definitely probably want to... Attack speed is increased by 10% for 2 seconds after using an ability. I'll admit, that doesn't sound that great. To me. Maybe we'll grab the range too on our way up here, and we'll just kind of keep going that way. There's experience gain up, and I like that, but do I find it's worth buying a health up to get there? I'm not positive. Let's take the damage up. So I took that, and it actually unveiled a square up here. Reroll all nearby common and rare talents and gain 1 to 6 talent points. Whoa. Whoa. That is fascinating sounding. Okay. Don't really know what to think of that, to be honest. But yeah, I'm still really new to the game. Like I said, I did one run and I think I only got hit like once. So it might start off like slightly easier than perhaps we need. And I would love the ability to increase the difficulty more quickly, perhaps, if they would let us. But looks like I was able to up the mastery once. And there are multiple classes. I have unlocked the wizard class. I've already done one run with the archer. Come on, get him. Range, as you can imagine, is quite important here because we just do not get that close to where the enemies actually spawn. So I find it to be pretty dang important to snag. Also, we tend to, I don't know, yeah, you fire more up and down, or you get closer to the gates when firing up and down. Something to keep in mind. 5 talent points, enemies gain 5, was that 10% move speed, I think I said? I really want that attack speed though. Let's grab that one and look where this is going. This is a dead end. That experience gain is definitely tempting me, but I hate buying. This is crit up, 2% chance to crit. I'm also kind of trying to find the way to get up here, because I don't really know it yet, so we might kind of end up going this way. You have something over here that you can barely make out called piercing blows. Why don't we look at that on the next night, shall we? I didn't have to use my cooldown at all. Okay, there's kind of like, I don't know, I kind of ignore health because I don't feel like we want health generally. You know, that's not going to help you survive the long term most of the time, I'd imagine. So I'm looking mostly for attack speed, a little bit of attack damage, but we're already one-shotting everything. I don't think crit sounds that good, 2% per, but there are some synergies that can come along with crit. There's some big abilities that can help you out a lot. But yeah, I really like grabbing attack speed, and of course I'm greedy, so I love getting additional XP gain. So as much as I can of that would be beautiful. So you get a multiplier for how many enemies you kill without getting hit, I should say, too. That's what it's showing in the bottom right. Okay, so attack speed. Piercing blows to your attacks pierce through an additional target with 50% less damage and knockback each time. Yes, 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 yes. And it looks like we're going the right way here. We might grab this on the way. Killing 25 enemies heals 5 health points. Hopefully I don't need that. The stats here are all pretty decent here going this way. Lots of range. But I think I'm okay with that. Why don't I leave the stats open for y'all if you want to see it. 7 attack is actually, I feel like it's kind of high. I feel like the attack up squares are not common, I think. But yeah, what a neat idea. And it kind of makes me think of, it harkens back to the days of yore. When I was a young lad playing Final Fantasy X, and that first glimpse of the sphere grid was like, whoa, that thing is huge. That's crazy. I can't believe how much is there. You know what I mean? And then it turns out there's even more. And then it turns out there's even more. And it turns out you can actually get to all of it with every character. And it was just crazy to see. It was something that, you know, as a, I don't know, 14-year-old boy, it was fascinating to me, and definitely pushed me to keep playing the game to see how far it could go. And it turns out it just keeps going, kind of thing, practically. Okay. Brawlies will now appear. I don't think we need this right now, and we can always grab it at any point in the future. I don't see any XP up. Otherwise, I'd prioritize that. So we got some more knockback, attack speed, and range up. A little bit of crit here too, so we're at 4% crit. Our attack speed, 0.74. I think that's sort of indicating the delay between each attack is the best way I can describe it. We only have 1 experience bonus up, so that's what that 1.05 is right now. All right, get the spiders. Moita them. Yeah, what a simple idea. With a neat twist that somehow captures that weird dopamine rush of just getting lots of stats basically in a game, you know what I mean? I mean, this is definitely not like a vampire survivor game, but it definitely provides a similar feeling, I think, in a small way at least. Right? Just give me stats, you know what I mean? Just feed me. Feed me. Let's see. So we're heading toward the purple. Some range up over there. I'm looking around for the XP gain still, so we could go this way just to grab this. I don't find knockback super appealing. Okay, we'll keep going this way. Crit, range. Maybe skip that range for now. Another piercing blow. Why don't we grab that first? Wow, look at all that attack speed too. Reroll all nearby common and rare talents and gain 1 to 6 talent points. Do I want that? What counts as nearby? Exactly here. And what does it mean by reroll? Do I just get them? So essentially, do I just get a bunch of free talent points, but it also randomizes the nearby stuff? 'Cause that's kind of fascinating. I guess I shouldn't take any side stuff if I'm going to take that. We got to find out what it does, right? A part of me thinks that it's potentially not great to take. I hope that's not the case. Don't you hate that in games where, you know, you get this rare thing that rarely comes up, but it's so niche or, you know, specific that it's just not really useful most of the time? Believe me, I am very aware. Let's go, Slimies. So I'm a sucker for these Game Boy graphics. Well, I don't know. It's not like I seek out these, but it definitely has some nostalgia for me. There is an amount. Nights are now 5 seconds longer. Well, we gotta do it, right? I bought that, which might have been a mistake. Does it only roll stuff that I haven't picked up? Oh, it only rolls stuff that I haven't picked up. Oh, I wish I had taken all that speed then. Attack speed that was around. Damn. I would have looked harder. I also gained a bunch of talent points. Okay, I understand now, I think. I think I understand what it was doing. We'll take that range. There's still a lot of attack speed that way. There's also a green over there, which is a new ability, by the way. Green equals a new ability. Okay, we'll head that way. More abilities sounds fun. Oh, a dead end. Crap. We got an enchanted weapon over there. I did pick up the first one, right? I did, yeah. Is that a dead end? I hate taking health. Don't you hate taking health? I hate taking health. It's not a dead end. Okay. I guess we're going that way then. But yeah, I mean, I played with the Game Boy all my life. I even, I made like little rip-off games that essentially, most of them were based on old Final Fantasy Game Boy games, like Final Fantasy Legend, Final Fantasy Adventure. Wait, is that what the game was called? Which was kind of like a Secret of Mana game in a sense, I think. Sort of-ish, if I remember correctly. If I'm remembering the games correctly. They had little rip-off games that I would make when I was like a very young teenager that were super similar to those. I made them ridiculously difficult though, and nobody wanted to play them. Because I didn't know how to make a game, you know, like interesting, like add length to a game in an interesting way, you know what I mean? So I just made them really hard. So you had to keep trying over and over again. Sort of like the NES style or arcade style, maybe even you could say. Okay, enemy speed go up. I guess we'll grab this blue up here, huh? Don't love it. We're heading towards Frosty Trap. I do see some XP up finally there. I gotta say, we're very behind in that stat. I feel like the first run I did, I got quite a bit of that. Whereas it feels quite rare now for this one. And I've taken a lot more health than I like this time. I'm trying to find the interesting things. The two piercing blows are probably very, very good though so far to have. I would imagine. Is this gonna be essentially, this is gonna be the Path of Exile killer here, right? 100% of the time. But maybe that's what they're gonna do in Path of Exile too, you know what I mean? there's a sequel coming out for that game, if you can believe it. Maybe they're gonna randomize the skill tree. People are gonna reset for bad RNG and stuff, you know? You never know. I'm not much of a Diablo guy. I played Diablo 2 when I was a kid. I played a very small amount of Diablo, what I would call a small amount of Diablo 3. I played it when it came out. I got to level cap and I was like, I'm done. And relative to the game, to most people who played the game, I feel like that wasn't that much. Let's see. Let's grab the XP here. Range. We'll grab that XP up. Oh, baby. I have 2 talents left. I want the green, but I want to grab this XP up wherever I can. Killing 25 enemies grants 3 bonus attack damage for 5 seconds. That sounds pretty good. And look at that. Double attack damage up there is really good too, I think. And there we go. We finally got some bonus XP going on here. Our range from left to right is still pretty small, I think. Go, 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 go. Yeah, when I was a kid, the Blizzard games were very important for my formative years. You know, I played a lot of the original Warcraft, a lot of the Warcraft 2, a lot of Warcraft 3, a lot of StarCraft. They were just like ubiquitous, you know, like all the kids played them. And a lot of them were online, so you could actually play with, you know, your friends and stuff like that. And that wasn't necessarily common in games. You know, like you couldn't just log on and play with your friends most of the time. I would join in on like what they call, does anyone remember the term comp stomp in Warcraft 2? I mean, I'm like 10 years old, which basically just meant that you play a game and it's like 4 players versus 4 computers, but the computers are all set to super easy. And yeah, I don't like, why did we do this? I don't know, okay? We craved that overpoweredness, I guess, you know? Okay, so damage up. Frost trap. Place a trap dealing 50% of your attack damage and applying frostbite to all nearby enemies on impact. I don't know. Ideally, we wouldn't need... I guess I'm gonna go ahead and try to get to that experience up. We'd be in a place where we don't even need that kind of stuff, but here we are. Increase all combat stats by 1. Okay, I guess we're heading that way after this, right? I don't see anything else at the moment. Okay, so we want to get to Brutal Bounty, so we can probably go like this and start heading up that way. Something along those lines, but first we'll grab that XP. So we gotta try out the trap. The music's changing. What night are we on? I didn't even see. There's ghouls. All right, put a trap on the left side. Oh, the ghouls speed up if they start to get close, it would appear. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. The ghosts seem to have more HP. To 1.15, we're at skilled. You know, as I kind of wish ghosts existed, just a little bit. I kind of wish they did. At this point in time, it's just like we have no evidence that ghosts exist. Man has been around for thousands of years. Here we are. They're not. I wish. You know? I wish, because it would make life a little bit more interesting, wouldn't it? At least a little bit. Maybe that's what we need. We need a little bit of spice up in here, you know what I'm saying? Range. You have to take that health. What's this? Energy collector. Enemies have a 3% chance to drop a battery when killed. Batteries store a charge to a random ability. Maybe that's like how many times you can use an ability. Oh, the trap stays between matches. Oh god, why is that like so far up there? It's like crazy high, right? You know what? You're trying to go to bed and a ghoul pops out of the closet. Like, oh, it's like, oh man, I can't believe I gotta put up with this right now. You know, got work in the morning. Oh, you ghost, you ruining my night. I just took a cap full of NyQuil. You know, maybe it would spice things up a little bit for us. Let's put a trap there. Why is that so much further out? How do we determine this? You know, maybe you can befriend the ghost. I mean, they can't all be evil, right? Maybe it would help with some of the loneliness for some of us. You know what I'm saying? Someone to talk to. If I get 3 wishes from a genie, I'm gonna say, you know, maybe a couple of ghosts. You know, maybe a few. Give me a handful. We'll start off easy. Gradually introduce ghosts into the environment, perhaps. Some old souls. Now, are they tortured? You know, are these people that like don't want to be ghosts? They're kind of annoyed that they're there, you know? Because that could be a problem. That's range. Grab the attack speed for now. Crit. Guess we'll take energy collector. I'm gonna avoid the knockback even and take the crit instead, I guess. And then we'll have to get the 1 ring next time. Is the trap just like randomly placed? It seems that way. Like the distance away. Because yeah, I guess you'd want it closer to you, right? Do 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 do. The thing is, you put ghosts into society, next thing you know, capitalism is gonna take over, right? The Ghostbusters up here. That dude from the Frighteners starts coming around looking for a paycheck and everything like that. And next thing you know, they're just turning it into big business again, you know, kind of thing. Like maybe rats or mice weren't really around until someone's like, you know what, life's kind of boring. Let's add some critters that could appear in your house. Next thing you know, you got pest control going on. Maybe ghosts will be the new age mice of this world, you know what I'm saying? One of these days. So the charges dictate how many times I can use. Yeah. Notice how I can't use the trap anymore this round, this evening, perhaps. I didn't really realize that there was a limit like that, per se. Oh, that also ups the XP rate. Interesting. I see a lot of attack over here. I'm awfully tempted, in the sense that I am doing it. The Vortec aimbot. Range up there. Could always use more range. I feel like my attack amount, 12, is way higher than the first one I did. But it's the XP modifier I feel like I've traded off mostly now. That's what it feels like. I don't know, I probably had more attack speed too. I don't remember what I was doing. I wasn't drunk or anything like that, but I just block it out immediately afterward, you know? Thinking about ghosts too much, maybe. Dang these ghosts. We just saw a trailer for a new Ghostbusters movie, I should say. And I'm kind of like, you know, I didn't see the one from like 5 years ago or whatever. But I'm kind of like, you know what, Ghostbusters, they're fun. You know what, I'm going to give them that. It's a fun little movie. Now, I have this problem where I think I just don't like the majority of movies. Like, I hate most senses of humor, perhaps. You know, anyone else get that feeling? And seeing like movie trailers with like these silly one-liners, just like, you know, like these things, they're just not meant for me. Joe Everyday Man, you know what I'm saying? I guess they're not. I don't know. Or maybe that's who they're meant for, and I'm just not Joe Everyday Man. Again, we're things Stim Pack. Give yourself a boost, fully restoring health points and a granting to attack damage. Kind of looking around at everything. Do. Let's see. I don't really want the knockback. Let's take crit, range, attack speed. Vortec aimbot, gain 10% critical strike chance and automatically aim for 5 seconds. Oh, that costs 2? Kind of got me change my mind out here, you know what I mean? That thing worth 2? Here, put down a trap. That'll save us, right? Go. Now, I wish they let us increase the difficulty more quickly here instead of having to do... Like, there's 25 difficulty levels, but you gotta do them one at a time. It's like, say, Aspire out here. You know what I mean? Let me skip a couple here. Let me increase it a little bit. A little bitty. Not that I could just, like, beat Slay the Spire just like that. I get my ass whooped, you know what I mean? But sometimes I want to try. Okay. I fire up and down until something gets in range left and right. Beautiful. Toast him. Pop a ghost over there. I guess the traps are just like random. That's the best I can tell. We done? Nope. 107 kills. Talented. That's me. Night 15 survived. We actually only have 5 nights left. Okay, so we're doing fine. Nah, screw it. Let's grab it. Fun, right? Crit. Everything's crit over there. Maybe I'll start to go this way instead then. There's something over there. It looks stupid though. So maybe I should just go for the stats I want. I mean, 3 out of our 4 things are full anyway, right? I'm kind of thinking range, attack speed. Ooh. Mistake? Possibly a mistake. Go this way, maybe. See what's over here. See if we can find more blues. That would be nice. This restores health. That restores health. We still don't need any of that, you know, so... Put down another trap. That'll save us, right? And that bat got kind of close. Do. I think this game is a good testament to when you have a solid idea, don't think too hard about it kind of thing, you know what I mean? Because they could have made this combat like super complex, or maybe not even super complex, but a little more complex. But I don't think that would be a good idea here. I don't know. A game could definitely do it, but I think actually the simplified idea of this, it suits better in a weird way, you know? Okay, come on. All right, I'm trying the Vortec aimbot here now for a second. So it auto aims, meaning it just aims at the closest enemy probably for a bit. We're getting some bees out here all of a sudden. So I'm actually using the abilities. That's kind of something, I guess. It probably would be trouble without them, at least. I don't know. How much should I really care? 9 talent points, damn. How much should I really care about XP up at this point in time? Is it like too late? I don't know. There's some XP up. Tempted. Ooh, another piercing blow. Sweet. XP, attack speed, more piercing blows, attack speed. I love all these stats. Attack speed. Look at that, baby. Looking good. Attack delay, the time between each attack. Looking pretty good out there. So we got like 3 piercing blows. There might come a point where it's like too many, but there's actually a lot of enemies when you look, right? Like we get a lot of enemies now. Look, we're already at the 40 kills or something here. So they definitely start clustering. And I gotta say, so this talent tree looks quite a bit different from the one that I did the first time. Like I feel like the stat distribution actually feels very different, and of course it's mostly the rares and the skills and the epics that are gonna feel the most difference. They're just gonna be in very different places, it seems. But yeah, that's gonna be what dictates the run, and maybe you would have to think about which stats you take depending on, you know, which rares you get and stuff like that, you know, because there are some I didn't really get to showcase, or at least not yet. I haven't been able to show you any, but there's some that like specifically work well with crit, for instance, and there's some that seem to do better with I guess I don't really know after that actually, but there's at least one that has to do with crit. So critting equal good, essentially, more than just the additional damage. Okay. Guess we'll skip that range for now. Not quite at that end. Here we go. It heals for 5. Enchanted weapon again. Guess we'll get that. Attack speed, XP, range, XP. For attack armaments, your basic attack deals an additional 1 damage for every 2 range traveled, up to a maximum of 3. Oh, okay. More range equals more damage. Okay, so there's an example of, you know, you'd want to go for a particular stat if you get that early, right? Maybe you would have to, oh, right, I get increased. I was like, why was my attack speed so high for a second? But I have increased attack speed after using an ability now. Right. One thing I felt is pretty good to do here. I mean, it's so small. I can hold down one direction. It might depend on your keyboard, this strategy. So I'm holding down left on my keyboard the whole time, and I'm just tapping the other 3 directions when necessary. That way it feels like I'm never really, I don't know. I don't really have any downtime. It seems silly to form like a strategy for a game like this, but hey, you know, min-max, you know. We are approaching the end though. Do. Yeah, I don't think we were really ever in much danger. Perhaps maybe at the very beginning. Okay, very nice. Do. Still going. Put down the traps. Night 18 survived. We are going this way. Boo-doo-doo. Oh, we got another purple. Grindstone. Gain 5% critical chance. Your critical strikes deal triple damage. Let's go. That costs 2 now. Another piercing blow. Okay. I guess we'll head this way. Why not? All right. We have 25% crit chance. Really? Like total? I guess so, but now they deal a lot more. I was goofing off for too long. I'm sorry. I just got an achievement for dealing big damage in one blow. Nice, nice, nice. Two. Just a couple nights left. Try to place all the traps. Maybe at higher difficulties, they spawn a little bit faster. Thus, the nights would last a little bit less time. I don't know. I feel like that would be a nice option to have in there. If trying to play this game at like double speed would be probably very, very difficult in reality. But maybe you could have a slider go from 1 to like 1.5. I don't know. I'd have to see it. I get the feeling that 2 times speed would going as high as 2 times or more would almost be too much. I guess you could let players decide on that though, but yeah, it'd be nice if we had the option to speed this up a little bit. What do you all think? Would you prefer this? I think it's the combat that I kind of just wish was a little faster. Dunzo? That was 19. There's one more night. Okay. So let's see. We took that. What's this bad boy? Stim pack? Yeah, we saw that from earlier. We'll grab barricade, I suppose. The XP up is useless. Now. Maybe we should just grab some stats that might do something here. We got this bounty over here, which I guess I'll grab. Gust Quiver, your attacks have a 3% chance to become orbital arrows. Orbital arrows can hit enemies in any lanes. Oh, that would have been fun to get, huh? Barricade, place barricade in that deals 1 damage and knocks back all enemies that hit it. So kind of like the trap, I'm guessing. All right, we ready? Okay, music. That bass going off though, you know? Oh, the barricade just went away. I didn't think it would just disappear like that. Let's see, will they actually come through and hit me at all, you think? They've barely taken my traps. Okay, drop that bad boy. I thought they were getting close. We're fine though. Come on. We're good. Oh god, they're everywhere. Quick, use the abilities. Okay, I think we're good. Oh yeah, you get the little timer in the top right to know how much time is left roughly. That way you know how much to spread your abilities potentially, I'm guessing. That's one way to know, I guess you could say. Still going. All right, use that one, sure. We're close. Wait, oh, I thought I used one of them. Here, I'm just gonna use like a bunch of abilities. Here we go. Whatever I can in the few moments left. Watching those cooldowns. Is that the end? That is the end. Woo! You're truly talented. Mastery 1 survived. Class progress Archer. Class XP uppy uppy uppy. New core talent gained. Gain 5% critical strike chance. Critical strikes deal 3 times damage. I thought we have that. Core talents can be chosen on the run setup screen. I thought it was still locked for me. Gain some range. We'll have to take a look. Choose a talent package that will appear in your future runs. More critical strike chance and extra bonuses whenever you crit. More powerful bounties that activate more often. I kind of don't... Yeah. Mastery level 2 unlocks statistics, so you can kind of look at your stats and everything. You can view your talent tree after the fact. Okay. All right, that's rad. Let's go back to the... Now that we understand the game better, let's go look at the setup for a moment here to see. Show ourselves off. Level 5 out of 15. I haven't done anything with the wizard yet. I want to look at the mastery stuff. The mastery level 2. Forbidden Harvest, it says. Increase class level to unlock this slot. So is this my current one, I'm guessing? Oh, I get to pick one here. Oh, I understand. One of the two, I see. Quick fire or explosive trap. Range up or crit up. Probably range if I were to do another run all of a sudden there. Okay, I understand that. This one, I guess this is... Well, yeah, you get 2 slots, but I don't know. Is this 1 or 2 things? Yeah. Yeah, but a long way to go. So there's definitely a lot of content for a couple of bucks. Can we agree? But yeah, we got several classes to unlock. Looks like we got 4 at the moment, and more to come soon, it claims. The wizard could be up next. If you want to see it, make sure you let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of the game. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know. Honest thoughts are more than welcome. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.